So you think you've got a high IQ. What's your IQ? Or how about the average IQ? Okay, now what's Jonesy's IQ?
3,000.
Okay, well, I don't think I'll ever have an IQ quite as high as Jonesy's, but at least I've got Fred beat.
Actually, my IQ is infinity.
Give me a break. Well, maybe Fred knows more than we know, but today we've got some plays that require an IQ beyond what our expert team of super intelligent llamas have been able to achieve. On to the list! Number 10, Nick with the plays. This insane play from Nick A30 was the result of him using his brain and playing it slow to get an easy victory rather than choking and messing it up.
Come on in, baby. Come on in. Watch this, watch. He's gonna walk in. Oh, 200 IQ! Let's go!
He built a literal room of spike traps. It's like something out of a horror movie. Then he trapped them outside of the room to try to make them think they wanted to come in. It's like reverse psychology. Not only that, but then Nick keeps building them out of the room to not only make them think he was actually trying to keep them out, but also to make them run out of bullets in their pump shotgun. It's too much IQ for me to handle. Of course, as expected, the enemy falls right into his hands and he's bounced straight into the room of spikes. Can we give Nick the Oscar for best horror villain? That booby trap room is like something out of Saw. Number 9. Whoever thought to do this is a sociopath, because it would have never even crossed my mind to set up something like this and just hope it takes out as many players as possible. I'm talking, of course, about rigging a trap at the bottom of the Gorgeous Gorge waterfall. Whenever a storm is closing in on us, there isn't much mobility in the map other than boats. And when you don't have the boats, you just kind of swim. Of course, these poor dudes were swimming along, trying to escape the storm when they came up to the waterfall and trustingly dived off the edge. This was a big mistake. Waiting for them at the bottom of the fall was not water, but wood. Lots and lots of wood. And well, to top it off, a single spike trap. Somebody had actually taken the time to both think of and build a wooden platform covering the entire bottom of the waterfall so that absolutely anyone who jumped off of it would be eliminated. Because it's fall damage, they don't even get points or credit for the elimination, so it's just really messed up. Who did this? The best part of this video is the other teammate falling and then trying to build mid-dive. I want to hear what the down teammate was screaming at them before they jumped off to their inevitable demise. But in at number 8, we've got Keep the Change, you filthy animal. The Christmas holidays are right around the corner, so we had to include this clip. Of course, if you remember last year's Fortnite holiday updates, you might know about the presents item that was added during the 14 Days of Fortnite event last Christmas. This item was not in the game for long, but it was a throwable weapon where you could throw it on the ground and it would spawn a giant 1x1 present. If you broke it, there would be a mystery item waiting for you inside. It was not the most useful sometimes, as not only did it make a huge present that could give away your position, but it also gave pretty average loot. Some players were really smart and placed presents with spike traps inside so that someone would go inside looking for loot and get eliminated. But this person took that idea to a whole new level. In a 1v1 battle during the final circle, this guy was stuck in the storm and had to race to his enemy to get out of it. Then, just as he escaped the power of the storm, he saw his enemy and did what no one has done before. Instead of simply shooting the enemy, he pulled out a present and threw it at them, which actually trapped them in the storm, not only taking damage from them, but making them pull out their pickaxe to escape. Using this advantage, the guy shot his rocket launcher at the present and eliminated the enemy, taking that victory royale in style. Number 7. The rocket ride. This player and his teammates were in casual cross-map fights, so instead of being careful and taking no risks, this madman actually proposes a rocket ride to take out the other squad. So they make an opening on the ramp and get a rocket ride first try. Riding over the hills, Polar pulls out his sniper rifle and immediately gets a quickscope headshot on one of the enemies as his teammate says, "First try, easy."
Just make sure you jump. First try, easy.
Now, this isn't the smartest part of this clip because Polar then leaps off of the rocket, sees the wall near the other enemy, and connects a build to it to prevent himself from taking much fall damage. It's quite an impressive 200 IQ clip, and while it may not be as smart as placing booby traps or waiting for an enemy, it's a great thing that he thought of in the middle of the moment, especially mid-fall. Number 6. This was planned. This is probably the most crazy attempt at dodging a bullet I've ever seen. Last year, a few clips went viral of the squat kick emote being used to jump over sniper bullets. This player took inspiration from those viral clips and decided to try it themselves when they were being shot at. So turning towards the duo, they started doing the emote. Just as they jump into the air and spread their arms out, a bullet flies under his armpit and just barely misses him. Then the emote does the splits in midair, and a second bullet flies under their legs and almost hits the camera. Not only did they plan to dodge a sniper bullet, but they ended dodging two at the same time, like Keanu Reeves or something. He almost jumped directly into that first bullet though, because it looks like it wouldn't have hit him even if he didn't do the emote. So basically trying to dodge a bullet almost made him jump directly into the path of one instead. Thankfully, this didn't happen though, because in at number 5, this is genius. Okay, this is pretty smart. Why didn't any of us think of this before? In this pretty short but really cool clip, these two players take turbo building and rocket riding to a whole new level. I first watched it thinking they'd do yet another form of trick shot or some kind of way to throw an item while rocket riding, but no, they really subvert your expectations by building their own Golden Gate Bridge in like 5 seconds or something. Now that's what I call teamwork. And then the other teammate doesn't even fall to their doom or anything like that. They simply just jump off on the other side of the bridge. It is so cool. I'm definitely gonna try this next time I play Fortnite. I feel like a lot of you guys will too. Have you tried this yet, or do you know of any other cool Fortnite life hacks like this? Let us know in the comments below. But in at number 4, we've got the Noscope. In this short clip, Mr. 502 is in a team rumble match and sees an enemy gliding toward him. He has a shotgun and a P90 in his inventory, but decides not to use them when he spots that enemy is going to be hitting a wall right next to him. Of course, he uses this to his advantage and gets a no-scope on them from 4 meters away. Unfortunately, the game doesn't count it as a no-scope for some reason, but instead a regular snipe. Oh well, at least you get a pretty cool spur-of-the-moment elimination out of it. Number 3. Do you even cone? So the only real use for the pyramid builds in Fortnite are to get quick protection when healing, adding extra support to your builds, or just overall when you need a second layer above you, until now. Because this Reddit user called Fortnite Battle Royale Tips, what a fitting username by the way, showcased a way to get into those windows we see all over the map. I'm talking about those windows where you'd usually be able to jump in, but there was a border in the middle stopping you from doing so, and if you try to jump and then crouch, well, we all know you can't do that in Fortnite. So this guy's method of actually crawling into those windows like a phantom in the night is to use the pyramid builds to ramp up and crouch into a small hole. In this clip, Fortnite Battle Royale Tips does just that and sneaks behind a John Wick and takes them out with a shotgun. They then climb out of the same window they came from, build to the other side of the tower, and then crawl in through a different window and eliminate the person that the John Wick was waiting for. To add the cherry on top, they even did the 200 IQ emote. This person has all the brain power in the world. I can feel it through my monitor. But in at number 2, we've got Dakotas is the definition of 200 IQ. Carrying your teammates is an extremely useful feature in Fortnite that was added during Chapter 2, and I think it's one of the best things they've added. So when this opportunity presented itself, streamer Dakotas took it. In a duos match, Dakotas and Scissors are fighting another team inside the house, and Scissors gets ganged up on by both enemies. So Dakotas takes out one of them, jumps down to Scissors, and watches as the other enemy downs Scissors and runs into the house to reload. Now, obviously, Dakotas could just walk in and shotgun the enemy while they reload, but there is a chance of a spike trap being on the roof, so instead, he uses his brain and picks up Scissors right in front of the enemy and carries them to safety. Of course, the enemy gets baited and tries to run out to take out Scissors, but is surprised by Dakotas, who easily gets the elimination on them and picks up his teammate. What a 200 IQ play. I want to know if there was actually a spike trap in the house, though, because either way, Dakotas completely outplayed the other team. Honorable mention number 1, the telekinesis required for this. It took me a second to realize what was so cool about this clip, because on first watch it might just look like a guy getting baited out of a shotgun and then laughing about it, but then you see his teammate is also on the same brainwave as him. Basically, they're just walking along, and then at the exact same time, by coincidence, both do the exact same emo and then start walking again at the exact same time. And I mean exact. I'm trying to stress what the odds of this are happening. It's an honorable mention because they clearly didn't mean to do it, but it happened anyway. I just love the sound the emote makes when they cut it off so early. Hark! And your number 1 spot. the bandage gun. In our number 1 spot is a crazy clip using the new Chapter 2 bandage gun. MSF Clicks, a pro player, decided to use the bandage gun to his advantage during an actual Fortnite tournament. There were only 5 left in the final circle, and Clicks was caught in the storm. So instead of rushing to get back into the circle, he had built up a ton of ammo in his bandage launcher and just kept healing himself while inside the storm. With his new health, Clicks then just got easy eliminations on people who could not see him who were already in the circle. It's probably one of the smartest in the storm plays out there, because while most of us would panic when taking damage in the storm, Clicks instead sat there and took his time and actually stayed in the storm while healing up to get easy eliminations. Man, it's all about patience sometimes, and this play used just that. But hey, don't click off the video just yet. Make sure you check out this other video on screen right now. There's an annotation going over there. You're gonna see some more crazy stuff in Fortnite. Be sure to subscribe to the channel, push notifications on if you haven't. Keep it here on Top 5 Gaming.